Here are 8 shoulder stretches that will help increase your shoulders' flexibility and mobility while also reducing daily shoulder pain and tightness. Let's dive in. The shoulder wake-up drill is a nice warm-up to get your shoulders moving. Start with a neutral spine. Grab something sturdy, a broomstick, resistance band, whatever you have, and hold slightly wider than shoulder length apart. Rotate your shoulders all the way down in front of you and then all the way down behind you, pausing in areas that feel extra tight. If you have trouble getting a full range of motion, widen your grip. Over time, as you continue to unglue your shoulders, you'll begin to narrow your grip until it's just outside of shoulder width. The prayer stretch. This is going to target your shoulders, lats, and traps. Get into a kneeling position, bringing your hips off of your heels. Place your elbows on an elevated platform. I'm using a few yoga blocks, but you can use a chair, bench, couch. Anything sturdy will work. Put your hands together with your fingers pointing towards the sky and lower your head between your forearms. From here, drive your chest and armpits to the ground. You'll feel this stretch in your shoulders, traps, and lats. You can deepen this stretch by progressing to the butcher block stretch. Grab something sturdy to hold at about shoulder width apart, with your palms facing you and your elbows tilted inward. From a kneeling position, place your elbows on an elevated platform and walk your knees back. Lower your head between your forearms and contract your elbows. This is the starting position. Press your chest and armpits to the ground, similar to the previous movement. Remember to maintain that neutral spine. If your back starts curving at the bottom, that takes the stretch out of your shoulders and lats and places a lot of unwanted tension on that lower spine. So keep your tailbone tucked to ensure you're getting the most out of this stretch. Forward shoulder opener. Still in a kneeling position, reach one arm out in front of you. Again, press your chest and armpits to the ground. This time, rotate your chest away from the shoulder that's being stretched. Not only does this deepen the stretch, it also allows you to focus on one shoulder at a time, which will help correct any imbalances. Side shoulder opener, a more advanced way to open up your front shoulder and chest. Lay down and extend one arm out to the side. Using the other arm as support, push into the ground, bringing your chest up and turning away from the extended shoulder. Increase the difficulty by bringing your opposite leg over at the top of the stretch. In addition to deepening the stretch, it also adds load to the shoulder, which is going to increase your shoulder strength and endurance. In any variation, make sure your shoulder does not fall forward during the stretch. Avoid that by pulling your shoulder back while you're opening up your chest. That will ensure the stretch stays in that front delt and pec or your chest. Shoulder extension stretch. Get into a seated crab position. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. With your shoulders pulled back, shift your hips to your heels, getting a nice shoulder extension stretch. Ease in and out of this position to open up your shoulders while also increasing mobility. And remember not to let your shoulders sink in at the top or bottom of this stretch. The crab bridge. This time, push your hips up towards the sky, forming a straight body line from your shoulders, hips, and knees. This is good for your shoulders, but you'll also get a bonus workout in your hamstrings, glutes, and core. You'll feel this mainly in your pec minor muscle, the side of your chest near your armpit, which tends to be tight if you sit at a computer with your shoulders rounded forward. Fortunately, this movement will start to unglue the chest and begin to build the endurance necessary to keep those shoulders from rounding forward. From there, you can progress to the crab reach. Starting from that same seated crab position, place one hand behind your head. Drive your hips up as high as you can, opening up your chest as wide as you can. This movement is the ultimate test of your shoulders' flexibility, mobility, and endurance, since this is placing the entire weight and balance onto one shoulder. This is also going to expose any imbalances. Even for me, I can tell when using my left shoulder for support here, I can't extend as high or open up as much. And that just means I need to give a little extra love to my left shoulder, whether in the form of stretching or endurance exercises. Use these movements as a standalone routine or as a warm-up before your usual shoulder strength routine, which if you're looking for some bodyweight shoulder exercises to increase your strength, check out this video right here, which complements this one nicely. Either way, drink more water and have a great day.